Granny's legacy will live on forever from generation to generation. So here's your grandchildren's generation sharing some of their favorite memories of Granny.
Some of the memories I remember about Granny is every time you'd go somewhere and you'd buy something, whether it was a pack of gum, a new action figure or something, and if you came home with a bicentennial quarter with the drummer boy, Granny would buy that from you. And first she'd offer you a quarter for it. And you know they're kind of special because they're different from quarters you've seen before. But then she'd up it. She'd say, well, I'll give you 2 regular quarters, or I'll give you... And so she was always getting those bicentennial quarters. One of the other things, I just always remember her always having those teal glasses that were the transition glasses that she always had with like a teal rim. She always had those on too.
Most of my favorite memories revolve around, being up at the lake or in Eau Claire every summer as a kid. Spending several weeks with her and Gramps as well, and especially sitting around tables learning how to play cards. Playing cards, whether Oskata or Go on Your Neighbor or whatever game we'd play, and having good times laughing. She had a tremendous sense of humor, a great laugh, and those are the things I'll always remember.
The one thing I remember about Granny that was really special was at my graduation from my master's degree. She came up to me and gave me a hug and said congratulations, and then she said, well, I was at your first graduation with your associate's degree, and the chancellor was talking, and he said that he graduated from Dunwoody, and then he went on to get his bachelor's, master's, and everything. And Granny said, at the time, I thought, I really wish Johnny would do that, but he probably won't. And then she said she was so proud of me for actually going and doing all of it. And it was something I'll always remember.
I have so many memories of Granny, but probably my first memory is her little lollipop jar or box that was on the side of the counter that always made me think of Granny's house. And something that I have in my home today is one of the first pieces of furniture that you and Granny bought right after you were married. It's that little tiny hutch. It's the top of a hutch without the bottom, but I think of you guys every time I see it. It's in my foyer, and I just love you guys.
Yeah, just one of the memories I remember of going to Granny and Gramps' place during the winter time was all the Santa Clauses that were spread out around the house. And so we would count, she would always have a number and we'd always have to guess. And it was over 100 at some point there. So yeah, so that's kind of what I remember too.
It's impossible to put all my favorite things in a short video, but some of the highlights of my favorite memories with Granny include pizza at Rocky Rococo's, shopping at Yonkers, going to Hardee's, spending every summer in Wisconsin, teaching me how to cross stitch and perfectly wrap a present in that amazing basement and the amazing house that was so clean, so inviting, and waking up every morning to Regis and Kelly.